All right, everybody, welcome to a new video. This is actually, I'm starting our next video right now, but I wanted to hop in here and just kind of give a little context. I lost a lot of video in this stuff that some of it got mixed up. I also had some footage that the mic wasn't recording, which I explain later in the video, that I lost. So we're starting off, we got concrete in the shop now, and we are gonna get onto our way of putting up our platform for our air compressor and some other various things, which you guys will see here in a little bit. This video is kind of over a few days, so that's kind of why stuff is kind of scattered a little bit. I just wanted to get in here and tell you guys and kind of properly intro the video. So hope you guys enjoy. Thought I had a Red Bull in here, but Mountain Dew it is. We are going to work on making our platform up here today. Our welding area is going to be over here. So this platform that we are making, I think we are going to be, 9 feet. So we'll probably be around up here. And so up top on this platform, we'll have our compressor and then maybe a little bit of storage for like chemical totes and stuff like that. We're doing this too because it's just going to be a lot of wasted space up high due to us having the welding area here. Plus this will give us, you know, more opportunities to hang stuff, and we're going to have a vent or a exhaust system for the welding area too underneath it. If we're welding or plasma cutting or anything that's going to kind of make smoke, we can take and get it, you know, out of here. It's not filling the whole shop up. If we have the door open, probably won't use it. So, but we are doing a 14 by 14 platform. Be from that post there to that post there. So roughly come out to about here. So, and then on this side, we will have a staircase that comes down here, probably out to about here. So they're not stupid steep. I think the staircase will probably come out to about there. And then we'll have a spot here where we'll actually bring our bulk tanks for our hydrogen and engine oil. So, and then we're gonna start from that end there. For benches, we'll try and make a cabinet type deal that goes over the water lines here, so that kind of looks a little bit more clean. And then we will have, we'll start off with 21 feet of benches, and then we'll probably have like toolbox, tool cart, you know, stored over here. And then I think this table will just kind of stay here. So yeah, that's kind of the plan as of now. And you know, it's always subject to change. Most of this stuff is actually going to be movable, probably except for the benches here, and then the cabinet that we put over there. And then we have some other like wall cabinets that we'll be putting up for, you know, probably in this area for like, you know, power tools and stuff like that.
that plug unplugged.
Well, let's go fire this up then. All right, so we are gonna fire combine and tractor up. Tomorrow, hopefully, the guy who bought the grain drill is coming to get it. So we're doing the equipment shuffle. We're gonna pull the drill out with that and probably hook it up to the planter when we're done. So that planter. Low 30s right now, so everything's kind of unhappy to be getting up. It was 15 degrees last night, so it's still a little chilly out, but that thing didn't really like starting. This smoked this whole place out. All right, so it's actually a few days later. I went to start editing this video and I realized that the last few clips, or a good quarter of the video, the audio was missing. I'm here wrapping the video up. So we got this out. The guy was supposed to come here last week, but he didn't due to issues with his tractor. So hopefully here this week or next week or something we can get this out of here. But I hooked up the corn planter and got that thing out and kind of looked over it a little bit, but then threw it back in because it was supposed to get cold over the weekend. And we were also able to get this in and into the shop here and get bushings done to it. Bushings and new bolts for the support arms. We're eventually going to have to do the support arms, and there is a little bit of wiggle, but it really tightened these things up. And I also noticed some of these row units are slightly tweaked, but they're not terrible. Putting the new bolts and bushings in kind of did help it, but we're just trying to get it through this year. Next year we'll probably do support arms, parallel arms. We got most of the steel put up here in the shop. There's a little bit in the corner there to do yet. And then we got the trim around the windows. We're going with a black trim, and then we are going to be painting the concrete walls black as well. Sorry if my voice is off. I've had a sinus/ear infection here this weekend. It was really bad yesterday, so I'm still not 100% from that. So from the little bit of steel that we had up, being in that corner and then that wall, putting the rest of this on really makes a huge difference in here. So hopefully tomorrow the rest of that can get done, and then I think Dad and I are gonna start hanging lights here. And once we get lights in, we'll get that planter back in here so we can get that finished up. Another thing I did was we took the vacuum fans off. This one here, we started taking it apart, and we're gonna do the seals in there. I did hook up the Gen 2 that is on that planter too, and everything shows up, obviously except for the Air Force, because I took the compressor off, and we ended up ripping everything off for the Downforce just because if we're gonna put Downforce on this thing, the pneumatic Downforce, we're gonna do it right. The way it was not, it was just Downforce. There was no lift with it. So that was not the way we would have done it on our old planter. We had bigger bags that were the Downforce, and then we had those small bags that were on there for the lift. So if we're gonna do Downforce on here, or pneumatic down pressure, obviously we're gonna do airbags because it's a lot more cheap than Delta Force, and just this being a bean planter, it's one of those things you don't want to stick a ton of money into. So but when it comes in, we're gonna rip all the rest of the air lines off, as well as the row cleaners, and it's starting to look a lot more clean now that we got those Downforce brackets off. So, and every row unit's coming apart because Keaton seat trimmers are coming off too. We've decided that we're not going to be going with those. We're just going to run them without. All right, well, that is going to wrap up this video. A couple videos to look forward to working on this thing. I'm also going to be doing a video on the shop where I just sit down, talk about it, kind of explain what we did. It gives me a chance to use all the video that I've taken of us knocking down the shed and kind of explaining what we did. A couple of videos for you guys to kind of look forward to. So I did notice that the first video that I threw out probably was one of the most viewed videos on my channel, pretty close to being my most viewed, and we picked up a lot of new subscribers. So for those of you who are new, thank you for subscribing, and for those of you who have been subscribed, thank you for sticking around and watching. If you made it this far into the video and you have not yet, please do subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. So we will catch you all in the next one. Later.